Hi guys, this is gsndon.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the UMi Plus E. It's one of the most affordable 6GB RAM phones out there. Believe it or not, it's priced at an incredible $229 for 6GB of RAM on a smartphone. Also, quite the elegant box. So UMi Plus E, it's a 5.5-inch phablet with an elegant design. As you can well see, it's a bit heavy at the first contact, but it has pretty solid hardware inside, and is designed by UMi. It's made in China and it's an Android smartphone, of course. We seem to have a sort of home button fingerprint scanner here, and let's see what's happening inside the box. This is quite, let's say, a new phone. It was launched in November last year. We get this little booklet which contains, of course, the manual of the Plus E. Then we have the metal key to access the slots, a huge, and I mean huge, charger, which possibly has fast charging, or it should have, considering its size. And then we get the cable, which, according to modern standards, is an USB Type-C. Anything else inside the box? Well, nothing here, so there's that. Simple box, no headphones, and you only spend $229 on a 6GB RAM phone. Let's figure out what's happening here. I see that we get an extra button, that's why I'm puzzled. So volume buttons, power button, and extra button here. Interesting. Let's fire it on and see what's happening. Oh, so apparently it was fired on already. We pressed it by mistake when pulling out the phone. Now, this handset that was launched in November 2016 is made of 6000 series aluminum. It has a 2.5D glass panel at the front here, and we're going to start the setup. Skip anyway, next. You can set up the fingerprint scanner, but we'll do that later. Okay, Google services. I'm guessing that we're running on Marshmallow, but let's verify that anyway. So we're running on Android 6.0.1, indeed Android Marshmallow as presumed. So this phone measures 8.2mm in thickness, although there are sources saying it's actually 9mm, and weighs a hefty 185 grams. Inside there is an octa-core CPU, the MediaTek Helio P20. This is actually a premiere. The UMi Plus E was the first phone to have the Helio P20 and 6GB of RAM. It offers 64GB of storage, a microSD card slot, and this screen you're seeing here is a 5.5-incher with Sharp technology and a full HD resolution. The camera combo, well, we get a 5-megapixel shooter at the front for the selfies, and at the back there's a 13-megapixel shooter with dual LED flash and the promise of 4K video and face detection autofocus. Pretty generous battery inside with a capacity of 4000 mAh. This one is a dual SIM phone that has the usual Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.0, there is USB Type-C here, and as usual I'm very curious about the camera interface, so here we go. It feels pretty basic and pretty straightforward. A bunch of filters here. Okay, so we got out of the camera, we got panorama, we got Pro Photo and video as well. Pro Photo includes, from what I can see, exposure, ISO, white balance, and so forth, and I'm curious about that 4K thing. And here we go. You can indeed film in 4K, which is always good news. And by the way, this phone comes with the promise of receiving Android 7.0 Nougat as soon as possible. We got a fingerprint scanner here, and according to its maker, with 30 minutes of charging you should get 1 day of usage, which is pretty impressive. So the collection of technology here is with a good pedigree. So we get a Sony battery, a Samsung camera, and a Sharp screen, the best of the best basically, and all of that for $229 on gearbest.com. 6GB RAM smartphone, promises a lot of power. We'll do some benchmarks, some gaming. We'll be back with a full review very soon. This is gsndon.com. This has been the unboxing of the UMi Plus E. Bye bye.